Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I got a crazy video for you today. You may be wondering, why am I showing you guys this lovely lady on the screen? If you remember, she is the witness who came forward that stated she seen Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito at a Mexican grill called Mary Piglet's in Jackson, Wyoming. Now, if you recall, her statement on what she witnessed that day was Brian was really upset. He was actually arguing with the hostess, and she thought maybe he didn't want to pay his bill, or if it was over a bill, and that he kept going in and out of the restaurant. And the whole time Gabby was just crying and clearly upset. Well, we know that Brian Entin, he is actually following the steps that Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie did. And he went to Mary Piglet's and he talked to some co-workers there. And what they told him is complete opposite of what this girl told us. Now let's listen to what this witness had to say about this altercation that happened at Mary Piglet's.
We not only saw, but saw like a blowout of a situation between Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie in Wyoming when we were there. I'm freaking the out.
It wasn't so much their interaction with each other. I didn't really take notice to them at all until they got up from their table, and they were, like I mentioned in my video, abruptly leaving the restaurant. It looked as though they were like almost getting kicked out, and it was never so much, it wasn't necessarily between them. It was more so Gabby abruptly leaving the restaurant crying, and Brian was just evidently really upset, pissed off. I would say Gabby was upset. He was angry, and he was just being very temperamental towards the restaurant staff. In that moment, I was thinking to myself, it seemed as though, I don't know, you think worst case scenario, like, what was something wrong with their food? Were they displeased with the service? It still doesn't, that still doesn't seem like that much anger is worth something like that. So it made me think that it seemed as if he was embarrassed and he was angry about being embarrassed. I got the feeling that they were asked to leave, or that they were being kicked out the restaurant, because it was, like I said, very abrupt. They got up very abruptly and just like, walked out the restaurant, and she was really upset. She was crying, and he immediately like went to the hostess stand and was just, he was just like going in on the hostess and the waitress, and then eventually the manager. He exited and entered the restaurant like on 4 different occasions within 5 minutes. He would walk out, walk back in, walk out, walk back in. At one moment, we thought they had walked out for good, or he had walked out for good, and he actually left for like 10 minutes and then came back just to like start the fight all over again.
Now let's take a listen to what Brian Entin has to say about this encounter that happened at Mary Piglet's.
In Wyoming and Mary Piglet's restaurant on August 27th.
Yeah, it wasn't what everybody said.
It wasn't.
Not at all.
The manager did not want to go on camera, but she had a lot to say. I took notes because I wanted to get it all right. She says everything that's been on the news about what happened here is made up. She says there was no loud voices, no one got angry, no one threw a fit here, but she says that Gabby and Brian did leave the restaurant without paying, and she says that the server followed them outside, that they paid the bill out here on the street, and that Brian was very calm, but then that they came back into the restaurant together, and that Gabby said that she wanted her money back, and the restaurant said that we're not going to give you your money back, and that then Gabby and Brian left.
So based off what the manager told Brian Entin, it seems like this witness fabricated her story. Why would she lie and say Brian was the aggressor and he was getting really upset fighting with the waitress? Then you have the manager saying, no, none of that is true. He was actually calm. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like or dislike button, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.